Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be mixing it up, doing things a little bit differently. So I've been really missing my stores. I miss my retail, I miss my people. So I decided to shop my stash today. So I dug through all my stuff and I decided I was going to do a full face of luxury beauty. I was like, I need to feel fancy, I need to feel glam. So if you want to see how I came up with this look and see me play with some expensive ass makeup, then sit back, relax, enjoy this video, and don't forget, like this video, subscribe below, and hit that notification bell. Okay everybody, we are back. We are makeup free and we're gonna dive right into the routine. So I'm doing, like I said in the intro, full face luxury beauty. So I dug around in my basket and I've kind of like picked and chose some stuff. Today I'm gonna do a pretty glam tutorial a la Scott Barnes, kind of painting backwards. So to start that stuff off, we are actually gonna start with a favorite product. I love it so much and hate the packaging. This is the Hollywood Contour one by Charlotte Tilbury. This only comes in 2 shades, but those 2 shades are very workable. I find they're very good. So it's got this horrid, look at this, nasty ass applicator. And I try very hard to keep these clean. Actually impossible. So you like have to twist it open, which I already gross on my fingers. Squeeze out a little bit of product and it like comes on the, and gets on the tip a little bit there. Yes. And then you've got enough to like do your face. This is extremely pigmented. So I actually start with this underneath the base. So I'm gonna go a little heavier with this and then I'm gonna do a more sheer light kind of glowy foundation over the top. So I'm gonna dot this on the face and then let's get to blending this out. Okay, so you'll see right off the bat, this looks extremely harsh. It's a very kind of reddish tone. I love that on my skin tone. I have a more golden, kind of olivey skin tone, especially the more I get some color during the summer. I mean, it's like I don't tan forever. I just kind of warm up and then all of a sudden, ooh, he's got some color. But I'm definitely getting that olive tone in my skin, and with these reds, it just looks so, these kind of reddy undertone, like bronzer contours, they just look so beautiful. And it goes on really intense, but it blends out and shears out super beautifully. So I'm gonna apply this on the rest of my face and we'll be right back to highlight. Okay, now that we are kind of bronzed all over, I've got that like under layer of pretty harsh contour going on, I'm gonna go in and kind of brighten up a couple spots with a no shimmer, just like highlighting concealer. So for that, I'm gonna be using the Giorgio Armani concealer. This is the Power Fabric Concealer in the shade 3. It is so perfect for my highlighting shade right now. This formula is insane. So the applicator is kind of weird. So it's flat, but it's got this like kind of slanted point to it. It is so good for this precision detailing. So let me just show you. I'm gonna use like the tiniest amount just to brighten this middle section of my forehead right now. Just a little boop. And I'm gonna take this Huda Beauty brush, and I'm just gonna take that right in the middle and blend this out. And let me show you how shablam bright it is without looking Casper White crazy. It is so damn beautiful. It helped me blend the edges of this forehead contour a little bit. Look at that. Just reflecting that light oh so naturally. This is so good. I love it as a concealer, but I find lately it's been a little too bright for me. So I've just been using this to brighten up other concealers and I love it so much. Highly recommend. But I take that in the center of my forehead like that. I'm gonna take that not under my eyes, kind of lower, kind of like right here, just a teeny bit, just to kind of brighten this area. Right on the side of my nose, just down the center, tiny on the tip. So I'm gonna start here for brightening things up, see how far this spreads out, and then from there, I will probably decide whether or not I need more or less of one of the others, but I'm actually gonna blend the rest of this out with a sponge. Okay, this is looking so pretty and brightened. I'm like contoured. This is looking awesome. So we're gonna dive into my foundation. Okay, for my base today, I reached for a couple products I haven't reached for in a while. I actually love to mix these together. So the first is the Lepage Healthy Glow Skin Tint from Chanel. Love this. I have in the shade Light. And then I have the Vie de Lumiere Aqua by Chanel, also super famous. I have this in the shade, I believe, 30, which is a little dark for me, but Light is a little light for me. So together, they're perfection. So I'm just gonna shake both these up. They both have like that little like ball on the inside, kind of like when you get a nail polish. So you just kind of shake these back and forth. And then what I do is I take a little bit of Vita on the back of my hand. I don't need as much foundation because I've done all this base work, which I love. Go a little bit of this guy. And then I mix these little cuties together. They're both pretty sheer anyway, so it's gonna be super hard for me to get too much. Mix those in the back of the hand like that. And then I am just going to take this super, super lightly, just with that same Huda brush. I'm gonna kind of work it into the brush, work that on the back of my wrist, get any excess product off. And then I'm just gonna go in and lightly build this up all over the face. Already you'll see, so this is the side that is unblended with the foundation. I'll get close so you can see it a little better. And this is the side with the foundation. So it hasn't covered everything up, but it's smoothed everything out, and it just gives me this natural like sculpt and juiciness to my face. It is so, so beautiful. I love this so much. So I'm gonna blend this foundation on the rest of my face and we'll be back to conceal, y'all. Okay, now that I have my base applied, I am so obsessed. This is so, so, so pretty. I think I'm gonna be reaching for this like a lot. But I'm ready to conceal, hide my sins, hide my past, because wow, I need it right now. I'm gonna be using the Hourglass Vanish concealer. So good. And because I have so much coverage already, I'm not gonna need a lot of this, which makes me so, so, so happy. So I'm just gonna take this. This is the best applicator. It is, oh, so good. It just gives you so much product. You barely need any. I'm just gonna just right in this inner part that gets real dark. We're gonna brighten her up a tidge. And then, as usual, I'm gonna end up setting it with the Huda Beauty baking powder. And then I'll probably use a different powder to set all over my face. But I'm gonna blend this out with my sponge and we'll be right back. I'm extra tired today, so I'm actually gonna do the tiniest dot right on this little blue part. A little bit there as well. Wow, I need it. I've just been sleeping so poorly. I don't know about y'all, but my sleep schedule is just like non-existent. So I'm going to bed kind of early, waking up extra early, and I'm already a very early riser. So I mean, there's mornings I'm waking up at like 3 a.m. So fun. So I'm filming this one very, very early. It's probably about 6:30 right now, but it is nice to be up and productive and feeling good about it. Okay, so while this is still not creased, looking good, gonna go in with my Huda powder. I load up my sponge, and I'm just going to quickly bake these under eyes. They are looking stunning. Yes, yes. Bake that. I'm gonna get my nose a little bit. You get the center of my forehead that likes to crease. I want to brighten this up a little bit from my smile line. Yes. Now that I look like a sexy ghost, we will be right back to set the rest of my face. Okay, so now that I've let my bake set for a few minutes, I'm sure it's ready to be dusted away. So to do so today, I'm gonna be using the Chanel foundation powder actually. I'm gonna be using a very light hand. This isn't crazy pigmented anyway, so as long as you're light-handed, it's not insane. I'm gonna use this in the shade 20 Beige. I love this, so, so, so good. So before I dust my bake, I'm actually just gonna tap this on the perimeters of my face to just show that it doesn't really, it's not super, super matte. It's still a very like healthy kind of glow powder, and I think that's why I love it. Everything continues to look like skin and feel like skin. It doesn't, sometimes when you set it with these powders, it's like every move, I feel it crack. And this is not the case. It is so, so beautiful. Definitely pricey, but super, super worth the money because it doesn't darken my concealer. It sets my face so beautifully. I just love it so much. I'm very impressed, and it's very rare that I find a luxury powder is super worth it, and I think this is so stunning. But now that I'm set, I'm feeling so, so good. I'm so excited. We are gonna move on to the rest of the face, y'all. Oh my gosh, if you were in this room right now, you would be dying. I have like Whitney Houston sweat on my upper lip currently because it is so hot in this room. It's so humid outside, but it was raining and it was loud, so I had to close the windows where I normally have them open, and I have a little bit of a breeze. So right now, whew, This is not only a full face of luxury makeup, it is how waterproof is your luxury makeup, everybody? We are gonna find out. But I'm just gonna move on to the next step. I'm gonna go in bronze. With that, I'm gonna be using the Tum Ford Bronzer in the shade Terra. This is literally huge. Hi. It is one of my faves. I've obviously used the shit out of this. It is super dirty. You can't even see the logo anymore. It is so good. This is by far, I wouldn't say by far, it's definitely one of my more expensive products. I think this guy is, I think this is $125. Nuts. But I mean, when I tell you I dig in, and I feel like I still haven't used that much. And it is one of the most perfect tone bronzers. It literally just looks somewhere between a contour and the sun kissing your face. Like, are you kidding? And the formula is insane. It was actually kind of strange. When I first bought this, I was like, this is not pigmented, this is not good. But I literally, after like 2 uses, I feel like I worked away the pressing that was like super hard on top. And then like, shoop, pigment, like insane ever since then. So when I first got it, I was not impressed, but ever since then, like literally it takes nothing and I get this beautiful warm color. I would say Terra is the perfect name for this. This, like the contour, does have a little bit of red in it. So if you like something super warm, this may not be your favorite. If you like something a little more neutral, cool tone red, I would say definitely go in this direction. But I'm gonna warm up the rest of my face and we'll be back to blush and highlight. Okay, we are back to blush up this damn face. Of course, I'm going with Chanel blush, my favorite luxury blushes all time. I tell people all the time, so worth it. This is the shade Rose Ekran. It is stunning. It is perfection. I don't know what it is about this blush. I can put it on no skin. I can put it on the most makeup. I can put it on the lightest makeup. It always looks beautiful. I feel like I can never over apply it. I feel like no matter what, it just makes me look better. I'm like, ooh, just look at that color. I don't understand. I'm sure it can be duped. I'm sure. But gosh darn it, I don't know if you can dupe the formula. It just blends like a dream. It's that kind of baked formula. I've been really loving this lately. I take that blush and I just get it on the tip of that nose. More. Yes. As you can see, I'm not only sweating, the caffeine is kicking in, so I've got the energy, y'all. But I am blushed up, feeling so pretty. And actually, I said I was gonna do highlighter right away, but I'm actually gonna probably dive into eyes. So before I dive into eyes, I'm gonna reach in like a bucket of luxury stuff here that I'm just like reaching from. So I'm gonna grab that the Lila B eye primer. It's supposed to be a concealer. It's concealer and an eye primer. It's a pretty decent concealer for a natural concealer, especially. It's pretty good. But I've been really loving it as an eye primer. I think it is so beautiful. It's called the Virtuous Veil, and it is really stunning. It's not like overly brightening. I love this. I also just recently finally got the, I don't know where I put it. It's the P. Louise Mitchell Blank Canvas base. It's good for cut creases supposedly, so I'm really excited to dig into that because I want the full glam moment. I have a couple really sassy eye looks coming this week, so get excited, everybody. I'm stoked. I've been really needing to like get out of my funk, play with some makeup, and play with some color. Okay, we are primed, we are ready. We will be right back to play with the eyes. Okay, we are gonna dive right in on the eyes. So the first palette I'm gonna reach for is actually the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. So famous and so pretty. I'm gonna give myself just like a very, like, I don't know, I kind of wanna do a natural look, but at the same time I kind of wanna glam it up, smoke it up a little bit, give me a little, ooh, give me a little sensation. So we're gonna start off with this and I'll probably reach into another palette to deepen it up. But the first shade, I'm actually gonna take this pink shade, the Pillow Talk color everyone's obsessed with. I'm gonna take that on a pretty fluffy brush. Ooh, I'm throwing shit, y'all. It's that morning. I'm gonna take it, these are pretty pigmented, so I'm gonna dust that off. You get a pretty good amount of color on there, and I'm gonna start blending this in right on the side, up a little above the crease. I kind of want this a little taller today. As you can see, this gives the most beautiful just wash of color. I mean, it's pigmented as all get out, don't get me wrong, but it just blends like a freaking dream. It's just so, so beautiful. So I'm gonna copy this in the other eye off camera, and then I'll be back to like deepen this up, okay, diving back into the quad, I'm actually gonna reach for this shade right down here on a Morphe M456. I'll load this up, get a pretty good amount of product in there. I want to really, really place this in my natural crease to really kind of deepen up that eye look. So I took everything up, I'm actually gonna lift up a little bit, tuck this kind of in that natural crease of my eye, and just really, really focus it kind of on the outer 2/3, not go too far in, and just really focus on deepening up this crease without getting too crazy. I really want to layer this look up a bit. So I'm just gonna smoke this in there. And you'll see it's just giving a little bit of depth, nothing crazy. I'm gonna tap a little bit more. And notice I'm just gonna kind of stamp this in here. Really, really close to the barrel. So that means I'm getting more pressure. So I'm gonna kind of stamp that in there. And then I'm gonna move back, less pressure. And then when you blend that, it's just gonna soften it up, but not too much. We're not gonna lose it. Just gonna blend circular motions back and forth. And it's giving me just a little bit of depth that I was really, really needing. So I'm loving this. So I'm gonna take that, do the same thing on the other eye. Like I said, stamp lower on the barrel. Yes, this is looking so, so, so good. I'm super happy. Okay, so I'll dive back into that palette, but for now, I'm actually gonna be reaching into a different one. This is actually pretty famous. Everyone wanted this for a while. This is the Tum Ford, mine is so, so, so dirty. This is the Coco Mirage quad. It is so, so, so good. Oh, it's amazing. It's pretty much all matte. You've got this one over here that's a little bit of a satin shade. It's got like a tinge of sheen, but for the most part, it's matte and it's awesome for deepening up these looks. So I'm actually gonna use that shade right there. And I'm gonna take that, just gonna dip in very lightly, because look, I mean, I tapped it and you get all this pigment, and look as I tap it off, just bam, a lot. And I'm gonna use that just to deepen up the outer V of this look a little bit. And then now that I've deepened that up a little bit, I'm gonna go in with that first brush again, just kind of tap it off, make sure there's not a ton on there. Just kind of blend those a little bit together. Fluff it up. Oh yeah, that is looking so, so, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna deepen up the other eye, probably smoke a little on the lower lash line, and then we're gonna play with some shimmers. Okay, I've smoked a couple colors on the lower lash line, blend out the top a little more. I actually took this deepest shade and this shade and kind of blew it out on the lower line to give you a little grunge, and I'm loving it so far, looking so, so, so pretty. So diving back into Pillow Talk, I'm just gonna take my finger on this top shade here, load it up, get some pretty color on there, and then I'm just gonna take this and pop, pop, pop. I don't want a ton of shine. I kind of want like a muted, I don't know, I kind of want this to stay a little grungy, a little glam. So I'm just gonna take that and kind of wash over the lid. And it is kind of soft. They're not crazy pigmented, but they do build beautifully. And then in the bottom of the palette, there's actually this little shade right here. It is meant to be used with your finger. It's a topper shade. So what I do is you really gotta kind of work it. I don't love this formula the most. It does give a pretty shine to it. You just kind of have to press that on top of the shimmer. And then I feel like together, they're kind of giving me what I want, but it's still not like quite the pow. These are beautiful, but they're definitely more subdued. So I'm gonna copy this in the other eye, throw on a little bit of lash, and then we'll be back to finish up this face, y'all. Okay, so before we like finish up the look and get everything ready, I'm gonna talk about what I use in my brows. I didn't use anything luxury. I just use the same stuff every day. I use the Glossier Boy Brow. After I use the Anastasia just clear brow gel. I find like together they do most of the work for me. And then I just kind of carve it out with the Wet n Wild brow pencil. $3. Why would I buy a luxury brow pencil when this one works so damn good for $3? You tell me. But, so I used those in my brows. My lashes, I ended up using a mixture. I've been loving this lately. I used the Velvet Noir mascara from Marc Jacobs on top, or like first, and then underneath, or on top of that, my gosh, I can't speak. I'm using the Le Volume de Chanel, and this is actually in brown, and this is super black. So I find like the mixture of them together, you won't be able to see it on camera, it gives the most beautiful volume, but the color gives a little more dimension and warmth to my eyes. I love it. I'm so, so, so happy with this combination. super, super good. But we are going to finish up with my favorite step, possibly highlighter, y'all. So this was actually mentioned in one of my Chanel favorite videos anyway. This is the Chanel highlighter in the shade Ivory Gold. Oh, it's just so, 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 so beautiful. It is, I think I said it in my video then, it is just kind of like a sophisticated glow. Like it's definitely like there's a little bit of glitter in here, and it's definitely like, ooh, sassy, shiny. Like there's some definite bam glow, and you can get this to like full see you from space, alien realness. But I just find it is such a sophisticated glow. It is so flattering on the skin. The color is just perfection on me. It's like icy champagne with this like white gold shift to it, and almost, there's like a slight like whisper of a pink somewhere in there. And I am just so obsessed with it. It is beyond stunning. Like, are you kidding me? Yes, yes, yes. Give me more. Give me all of the Chanel highlighters. Let me throw on a lip really fast. What can I throw on in 2 seconds that I know I will like? Oh, done. MAC lip pencil in the shade Whirl. We're gonna take this and just quick line my lips. And I drew outside of the lines just a little bit of overdrawing, give myself an extra pout, but I kept it pretty much inside the lines. And I just filled a little in on the bottom. And then I'm gonna go in with this Marc Jacobs. It's basically a gloss and a lipstick. And this is the shade Mocha Chocolata. So stunning. Ooh, bam. Oh my gosh, this is so, so, so pretty. Okay, I'm going to set my makeup with a little bit of setting spray, and I'll be right back for my final thoughts, y'all. Okay, everybody, I'm here with my final look. Oh, I'm just so happy with how this turned out. It's a little bit grungy, it's a little bit glam, and it is just so, so, so fun. It was really nice. I've missed my Nordstrom, I've missed all my stores, all my retail people, I miss my loves. And so it was really fun to dig in my collection and just play with stuff I don't play with a lot, and feel a little bougie, feel a little fancy with all the luxury goods. But that brings us to the end of today's video. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content like this, don't forget, hit the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all.